So what is it that we specifically do here at Arnold Family Chiropractic that allows us to get amazing and tremendous results with our practice members? How do we take some of these wellness concepts that we just discussed in the previous videos and actually put them into action in our office every single day? What makes our office different and unique from any other chiropractic office is one, that we have what's called a gentle, no-force style of adjusting. That basically our adjustment styles that help tune up the nervous system, clear out these subluxations, allowing your body to regain its innate natural healing abilities, is so gentle, is so relaxing that people actually fall asleep on me while I'm actually adjusting them. We also have a wellness style philosophy again, where we're not just focusing on adjusting on the areas that are symptomatic or that you have problems on, but looking to improve your overall health and prevent issues from happening down the road. And we have some of the most amazing technology that allows us to really truly see how your body's functioning, not just feeling. Because when it comes to your health, we just don't guess, we test. And we have this amazing technology that allows us to be very precise, very pinpoint on what we need to do to improve your health and well-being. And what's also neat is when people start care in our office, 85% of people experience some type of side effect from getting healthy and well. Things like they have less stress. People report all the time more energy, they sleep better, greater immunity, and a greater life enjoyment. Isn't that awesome? Someone comes in with a health issue and they leave sleeping better, not getting as sick as often, and having more energy, right? Isn't that a pretty cool thing? How specifically do we put this into action is we have what's called a synergistic approach. We kind of call this the synergy triangle, and this is what allows us to get amazing results, where we pair up some of the best, amazing chiropractic adjustments that help tune your physical part, your nervous system to work better. We also have some amazing nutritional technology that allows us to give your body the specific nutrients that it needs to allow it to have the building blocks so it can build and regenerate on its own. And our nutrition program is very unique, where again, we have ways to specifically test the nutrients that you need. It's not based on symptoms, it's not based on wherever everyone's, oh, take this vitamin, I heard it's good for this. No, we have ways to specifically measure your nutrient deficiencies, and by combining that with some of these adjustments, again, we get amazing results. And then the third leg of this, which is important also, is education. We do monthly educational series in our office where we teach you things like how to relax, how to de-stress, what you should or shouldn't be eating, different topics on vaccines and different topics on children's health and wellness, that we want to educate you so you're not recreating the same stresses every day that led you to the problems in the first place. So by having this synergistic effect that no other chiropractor we know does this, by combining all three aspects of this, we get some of the most amazing results ever possible. Things that you never thought might be possible with your health and with chiropractic show improvement and can actually heal on its own. So let's just take a quick second to review some of the key concepts that we just discussed. Remember, there's four main ideas. Number one is that there is a difference in healthcare. It's not all the same. That our current medical symptom, disease-based system is clearly failing. That it's all about treating and knocking down a symptom and making you feel better for today. Let's not figure out the underlying cause. There has to be a reason why your body's doing this. Let's just treat the symptom, right? It's all about medications for the rest of your life. And most people are tired of this system, do not want to participate in this system anymore, but don't know where else to go. And that's where this wellness concept that comes in, which is all about focused on making the patient, making the person better, whole, figuring out what is imbalanced so this person can actually regain its own healing ability, right? And then we talked about stress, right? Stress is a major factor in importance to our health. When our body's under too much physical, chemical, mental, emotional stress, from current stresses or from past stresses that are accumulating, right? It causes a breakdown in our nervous system, which is called a subluxation. When we have a subluxated nerves, our brain and that intelligence of how our body's supposed to work is not going to reach our body, and we're going to have health issues. As long as those subluxations are there, the worse these health issues are going to become. Specific nerves go to different regions of your body, and if a specific nerve is subluxated, it's going to cause that area or that organ not to function well. And we can actually have the most amazing technology, allows us to identify what specific nerves are not working, and as a chiropractor, what do I need to adjust to tune up to make your body overall healthy and well. We discussed the Arnold Family Chiropractic Difference, how we actually help people, which is actually restoring the wholeness back into them, by allowing their bodies to not only be healthy for today, but being healthy for a lifetime, by figuring out what it is that they're lacking that's causing them not to become healthy, whether it's better nerve supply, whether it's a specific nutrient, or whether it's the education, whether they're doing the things that are recreating this problem every single day. We have the tools to give them to get a person healthy and well for a lifetime. So let's go back and let's review 1 second, put these concepts all together. Remember Carolyn at the very beginning, my friend here that basically passed away? What happened to Carolyn? What caused her to die? It goes back to understanding stress, right? This lady has a daughter that has cancer. How much stress does she have? This or this amount, right? Huge, right? Huge. Do you know she didn't have so much stress that it caused a breakdown in her nervous system? Yeah. Here's what's kind of neat is if you think about it, when people get really stressed out, right, where do they, especially when they're worrying about things, they're doing a lot of traveling, Carolyn was doing extra desk work, where do you think that she was holding a lot of stress in her nervous system at? Right up through here, right? Does it make sense if you look at a nerve chart? Where do these nerves go to? To your heart. Does it make sense that she had so much stress in her nerve, that T1 nerve that goes to her heart? All of a sudden that nerve for 52.5 years of her life has been telling Carolyn's heart to beat, 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 beat. All of a sudden that nerve subluxates and all her heart hears is nothing, right? What is her heart going to do? Nothing is going to stop. That's how a lady who just 2 weeks prior had all the EKGs, had all the tests, and everything was normal because her heart was healthy. Her heart was strong. There was no blockages. How does a healthy heart stop like that? Because it's told nothing, and it does nothing. It's a simple concept like that. So that's why, again, our pledge in our office is we don't want there to be any more Carols. We don't want to just base on symptoms because the doctor, there was no symptom of stress. Doctors miss stress. They don't understand stress because unless it's causing a symptom, they don't know how to deal with it. Let's not wait for it to become symptoms because sometimes the first symptom like Carolyn could be death, right? Let's figure out if you have stress in your nervous system and if we can do anything to correct you. And the most simple, easy way is to what? Scan you and test you. So that's why we employ this technology. This is why we do what we do in our office every single day, is to help people really get healthy and well. So what I want to do now is take you through a typical case study of someone actually coming to office so you can learn what to expect on your first visit and subsequent visits from that point forward. What I'm going to tell you about is a story of Jody Mickle. She was a 24-year-old young lady when she first came into her office. She did have some symptoms of some neck issues, some sinus issues. She had some numbness and tingling in her hands. So like everyone that comes to our office, we did a computer scan and this was what her scan showed up. Simply how to read these is white areas, healthy nerves, red areas, stressed or subluxated nerves. And it makes sense. See the big, bright, red, long nerves at the top part of her shoulders? Those are the nerves that are subluxated, and guess what they control? Numbness in the hands. There's also some ones further up in the neck. She also had subluxations up there that was causing the sinus issues and some of the neck pain. She also had some down, if you go down further down in the back, that was red, but she didn't really have any back pain, but they were still there. So our concept was that we're still going to work on all subluxations, allowing you to be healthy and well. So I got to sit down with Jody after this first scan and got to look at her and say, guess what? I understand you're having these health issues, but I know we found the underlying cause. We know these subluxations cause these issues, so I know there's a great chance that we can help you and make you really healthy and well. So we started care, and then about 3 months into care, we actually did our first re-exam, where we actually re-evaluated and looked at things. Again, we just don't hope things are getting better. We want to evaluate that. And in our first 3 months, this is what her scans looked like. And if you see, again, the colors up here in the neck were actually, subluxations were much greatly reduced. The ones in the lower back actually got a little bit larger. Oops, what happened? So before we jump into that, I want to ask, how do you think she felt in 3 months? Truth about it is, she actually felt 100% better. Her neck pain had completely gone away. Her sinus issues had completely cleared up. She had no numbness in her hands. But why was there still colors in her scans? Because this is the important concept of it is, we worked on just that small 10% of the nerves to get her feeling better, but the rest of her nervous system wasn't as healthy as it should be. So I looked at Jody in the eye and I said, basically we have one or two choices. One, you can be satisfied that you're feeling better, that symptom-based care, and you can go back and do the same stresses that caused these problems in the first place, And chances of these health issues reoccurring are what? 100%. So it might be a month, it might be 6 months, it might be a year down the road, you're going to be revisiting me with these same issues. You can choose that. That's one option. Option number 2 is we work past just feeling better, but really getting you truly healthy, getting your entire nervous system, not just that small 10% that feels bad, but the other 90% that helps your body actually function, where get those really, really healthy too. So she actually chose the latter. She goes, I want to stay and really work this and make this overall healthy. So I said, this is what's going on with your scans. Yes, I know the ones in the neck actually are less, the ones in the lower back are actually a little bit worse. As long as we see things changing, your body's going to shift. It's going to change stress and tension patterns for things to balance out. Don't get worried about it. We see this all the time. It will balance out. She said, oh yeah, by the way, doctor, guess what? My husband and I didn't tell you this at the very beginning, my husband and I have been married for 2 years, and we want to try to get pregnant. And the problem is I only get one cycle every year. And right now they have me on all these horrible hormones. They have me on all these awful drugs that just make me feel awful. I'm ready to rip people's heads off. I'm so just strung out and tired. I don't want to do it anymore. Is there anything you can help me with? Well, guess what, Jody? These big long bars down there in the lower part of the back, guess what also they control? Your hormones and reproduction, right? And I said, here's also something we're going to discuss. We kind of worked on the physical aspect of tuning up your nervous system. Maybe what we need to do is implement some specific nutrition. And with her, we put her on some specific nutrients that her body needs to make hormonal balance. And we worked with that for another 6 months. And then basically we did the next re-exam 9 months into it. And this is what we did. Or saw. Boom. Isn't that amazing? All her nervous system was starting to really clear up. See all those white areas. Guess how she was feeling? Great. She felt great for 6 months. So she still had some colors up there in her neck. Why? Because she's still working as a secretary. She's still pounding the keyboard, moving that mouse and answering the phone all with her arms and shoulders. She had a lot of stress in that area. Even with all that stress, we were still able to overcome that stress and still make her overall healthy and well. She also reported to me at this time, guess what, doc? 9 months, you know what? I'm starting to have a cycle now about every 6 weeks. Pretty cool. Why do you think all of a sudden her hormones and her cycle's working? Look at the nerves in the lower part of her back, right? All of a sudden that uterus and ovary is starting to listen to the body and its cycle and actually doing what it should be. So we continued to work together. She continued to take the nutrients that we recommended, and all of a sudden we did another scan in 15 months. Yes, it's sometimes to really take and get people really overall healthy and well, depending on the amount of stress that they had. It takes over a year plus sometimes to get really healthy and well. But look at her scans now, almost all virtually white. Still a couple of red areas in that right shoulder area because that's the arm she uses the most. But again, guess how she felt? She felt well for over a year now that she had no symptoms. Why? Because we truly corrected the underlying cause of the problem, these subluxations, and got her really healthy and well. And guess what also happened at this time we did the scan? Jody got to report to me that what? I'm pregnant, right? How did that work, right? We just made her body healthy, and one of the side effects of becoming healthy is reproduction. So this was a little picture of Jody and little Miss Jolynn. And what's really neat is, like Jody's quote, his chiropractic has changed my back pain, right? No, chiropractic has changed my overall health, right? It's changed everything in my life, right? Isn't that a pretty cool thing? Someone walks in with maybe a neck pain and they walk out having another beautiful being, little Jolynn, to share their life with. Isn't that amazing? And what's also cool is about this picture that little Jolynn's about 5 to 7 days old in that picture. How I got to take that picture is because Jody brought her into my office. Why? Because Jolynn had a back pain and neck pain, right? No. Jody understood the importance of chiropractic adjustments, understood the importance of wellness, right? And she understood that what's the best time to get someone adjusted? Is from day one. So she made sure little Jolynn was adjusted from the very beginning. So as her nervous system, which is controlling this rapidly growing, developing little body, is going to do it at the best possible way. So that little Jolynn's going to stay healthy for a long period of time. And little Jolynn now at this today is a little over 2 years old. She has been one of the most healthiest, most abundant, most vibrant, most energetic little childs that I have ever known. And I like to brag and say I don't think it was by accident. There was a purpose and intention behind it. But it all starts with having a properly functioning nervous system for the mother and now also for the next generation. And that's what we do. So Anybody that comes to our office, we do the scans to figure out what's the underlying cause of the problem. I will be honest with you, from the very beginning, can I help you, can't I help you? The scans are going to make it pretty evident. If I can't help you, we're going to set up a specific treatment plan, adjustment plan, maybe some nutrients. We're going to scan, rescan to make sure we're getting everything healthy and clear so we can actually make sure we're getting the results that we're looking for. So that's typically how care goes in our office. So hopefully by now, by watching these videos, you have a better understanding about how our technology, our philosophy, and our information and knowledge about health and wellness can really help you overcome not only your current health issues, aches and pains, but really propel you into a healthier future where 10 years from now you can actually be healthier than what you are today. So if you haven't made an appointment yet in our office, I implore you now to pick up the phone, give us a call. Stop making excuses. Today is the day to get healthy. I know if you wait another day, another excuse, I'll do it next week, problems will only continue to get worse and it's going to be that much harder to help you overcome and really get healthy. If you still are undecided whether Arnold Family Chiropractic might be right for you, please take a second and visit our website at arnoldfamilychiro.com and check out some of the amazing testimonies of people that have written about care here in our office. And I'm sure there's probably at least 4 or 5 people that you already know has already come here and got tremendous and amazing results. And if you do have an appointment already scheduled, please listen on. There's 4 really important questions that I need to ask you and get your answer before you come in the office so I can best serve and help you. There's really 4 simple but very important questions that you need to have answered before I see you next visit so we can best utilize our time and really get down and figure out what it's going to take to really get you healthy and well. These 4 important questions I need to have you answer on our intake form, our patient intake form that was either mailed with you or that's on our website that you can download it. So please take time to answer these questions and please bring them with you on your next visit. The first question I want you to actually write down the 2 different types of health care that we discussed about. One was the symptom and disease-centered care. What was that other one that we actually discussed, that other way of looking at your health and wellness? What I want you to do is then, once you have both of them written down, circle which one of them that you really want from me. And then be honest with me. If it's just symptom care, write that down. If you want the other one, write that down. And also too, if you're not quite sure yet, you can also write a question mark and say not sure yet and we can discuss it next visit. The second question is, remember we discussed there was 3 types of stresses that causes subluxations. What I want you to do is write down those 3 types. I know that one was physical. What were the other 2? And I also want you to go back and circle which one of these stresses you think played the biggest role in your health problems. And if you had all 3, circle all 3 of them if you think they were all equal and all equally important. Not only, again, those stresses for today, but for a lifetime. Third question is, I want to know, how would you know if you have a subluxation? We said subluxations can cause many, many health problems. Obviously, stress causes subluxations. So my question to you is, how would you know that if you had a subluxation causing your health problem? At Arnold Family Chiropractic, we offer many different types of services, ranging from adjustments to help tune up your nervous system, nutrition to help give your body proper building blocks to stay healthy and get healthy, and lifestyle education teach you some of the things, stresses you might be placing your body and health under that keep recreating some of these problems over and over again. So what I want to know is find out from you, what services are you interested in? Is it just 1, is it 2, or is it all 3 of these services? So circle ones that you are interested in. So make sure the answers to these questions are found on the paperwork and that you bring it with you in your next visit, because I really look forward to getting the chance to truly meet you, and I'm excited to show you how really truly great and abundant your health and life can really be. Until then, take care and God bless.